Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dum. Anyway, I understand that some of you might be surprised that the show today is at a very unusual for Americans time. It is about noon in many parts of the United States, and it's about 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So I know that most of you won't see this show. Also, I do know that for many of you it will be not nearly as interesting when I don't talk about sex on my show. But no, today this is not about sex. No sex today, okay? No sex. Because I know that you hello there, Nate Dog. Hello. Let just give me a few more moments and you will be in about 5 to 10 minutes on my show, okay? Yes, Nate Dogg says he uploaded a premiere video. Great. Hello there, Savage Batman. Nice to see you. Well, and there's some people saying hello to me too. That's wonderful. Hello to all of you. Let me put you on the big screen. Yes, there is hi from Nate. There is Savage Batman, who is also sending his greetings. And then there are also some more. Yes, and then there is greetings going on between people in the chat. So anyway, why am I making this show today? Uh, I think I will be able to make this statement in 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, Nate Dog, if you are still seeing this, do you want to be on the screen? Let's see. I'm putting out the link. I'm putting out the link right here, right now. Nate Dog, are you there? Respond. No, we don't know. Well, anyway. So, the things that I was about to say when it comes to this show. First things first, Amazon. So, simple. Amazon, stay away. Amazon, do not come to Sweden. Bye bye, Amazon. Stay away, okay? Very simple message. I hope I'm making my point quite clear. I hope everyone is sort of following me in my train of thought. So, why do I say that? It is because Amazon is destroying cities, Amazon is destroying society, Amazon is destroying gender equality, Amazon is destroying labor unions, Amazon is destroying anything and everything that Sweden stands for. So if you take everything that is the Swedish ideal, the ideal of Sweden, our Swedish dream, or as many people call our society, home of the people, people's home, our ideas about equality and things like that, and equal possibilities, equal rights, and so on and so forth. Those are the things that get destroyed, completely destroyed by Amazon. So say no. Say no, okay? Ho ho, hey hey, Amazon, stay away, okay? And now I'm gonna demonstrate to you that each and every of the things I say, that it is actually that way, at least when it comes to Sweden, okay? When it comes to Sweden, when it comes to perhaps even Scandinavia, then how it is in America, then that you can, of course, judge for yourself. I'm not going to speak about that. But so, first of all, the name that they have, in my opinion, stolen and perverted it into something weird. You know, Jeff Bezos, he's a bozo. He looks, Amazon is supposed to be a strong females, a warrior females, okay? the name Amazon comes from the Greeks who saw female warriors, relatively large in growth, female, who were strong, independent, and who choose to band together to form a groups of warriors. That's what the word actually means, okay? And that has a direct connection to Sweden because historically and all the time throughout the history, Sweden was one of the two countries, Sweden and Switzerland. We were two countries where we never had slaves, where we never had anything like that. And people, simple peasants, always, throughout over 1,000 years of history of Sweden, they always had a vote. We always had democracy. And when it comes to women, they did had a very substantial right of property, okay? And right of self-determination, because a lot of times Vikings were out fishing, or they were, for example, out during war. Vikings had a lot of wars, pillaging, ruining, and things like that, ransacking. And then there was part of Vikings which did trade all the way down to Arabia. Can you imagine 1,000 years ago? Anyway, so the women, Swedish women who choose to stay, they would be running. There would be women who would be running the entire households or even villages, the women who would be in charge, okay? So their burden in that terms of just sort of economical responsibility was extra large, okay? And let's face it as it is. Also, with that came a very large personal freedom. So, let's say it as it is. Many women in Sweden during Viking times, it was simply impossible to control it. So they could have it, left and right, here and there, and everywhere where they would choose to. Okay. So, yeah, they had a very large freedom. Now, let's look at Amazon. Amazon clearly is working against what we have. We have that both men and women, you have 2 first years when your child is born, the government is paying, okay? The government is paying some part, and then a guy who has employed you before, he is also paying a lot. And this system is built up around this combination of labor union, state, and this Swedish mentality. So the employer has to pay a lot so that both man and woman, both parties, would take care of the baby for a very long time, okay? About a year each, and you can also split it up. If you're happy with a little bit lower payment, you can stretch it out to about 3 to 4 years. Okay? I don't know, maybe you have it somewhere anyway. And this is absolutely okay. We have some sort of guys who are coming all the way from the east. Yes, thank you, Beast from the east. So what I'm trying to say is that Amazon is clearly doing things much harder for Sweden, because if we would not have labor union, if women would not have all these rights in Sweden, all this payment, women in Sweden receive a lot of cash, a lot of money, and they don't go down in their career when they have kids because the employer is forced to pay quite a lot, okay? And Amazon is trying to destroy it. We in Sweden, we do have true Amazons. Our women who have fought for equal pay, they are the real Amazons, not some sort of, crazy, I don't know, some sort of crazy ideas about, like, I don't know, feminism or something like this. No, the actual, not about like, oh, you should cut your hair out and you should have no hair, or let's burn the bras or let's not burn the bras. No, this is not what it's about. This is about the real deal. This is about how much money people are getting paid, okay? And I'm telling you that in Sweden, for a worker, And I'm not talking about an average. I'm talking about a median, like what most worker gets, okay? And if you take into consideration the fact that all of them get also an insurance, okay? So there's a social payment for every worker. The cost of every worker is about 50,000 just in the salary, $50,000 a year. And on top of it, also, government provides you with free health care, and there is also free university education, and there are very, very good roads and things like that, okay? So yes, Sweden, as it is right now, in many ways, compared to America, is great. But we want to keep it that way. So please, Amazon, stay away, because people over here, the reason why people can have, let's face it, people can have a lot of sex. Why? Because women are not afraid that if they get pregnant, they would have to, stand by the road, be begging for money or doing something worse. No, it's not that way. The thing is that women can feel free and, choose whoever they want. Why? Because they know that they're financially backed up by labor union and a state, and that those organizations will push your company to give us the same, okay, as you do. But you come from America, you have all these huge demands, this huge power. So the best for everybody, the best for Amazon and the best for Sweden is if you stay away. Aside from women, what is the next step? Like I said, there is wide number of reports that Amazon is preventing people from joining labor union. If people are as much as talking to each other about creating a labor union, boom, 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 Amazon will strike it down. Amazon will strike down on these people, okay? They will do it anyway, so there is no way for people to have a labor union. And there have been reports that Amazon also was trying to spy on the workers to see if they're trying to create a labor union. This is 1948. This is George Orwell. I don't know how many of you have read that book, but it's a scary version of a society, and I don't want to be part of it. This is really, really, really crazy. And many people don't seem to be minding it, and it's their business. But in our country, we want our freedoms, okay? We like our rights, we like our freedoms. So if you don't like our way of life, Amazon, please stay away. One more thing. I live in a city called Malmo. And what can I say? It's hard. It's hard. It's hard in many ways for our city because a lot of shops have closed down. And it was before COVID, and now with COVID, it's even worse. That yes, we do have quite a few empty spaces and things like that. That like the center of the town, it has been having some difficulties, and shops have been shut down. Quite a number of shops. Now imagine that Amazon comes. It will kill. It will kill. It will kill our small shops, okay? There will be thousands and thousands of people, if not tens of thousands, who will be out of work. And on top of losing work for people, we will have city centers which will be with gaping holes. Our beautiful cities in Sweden, it would be like if you would imagine a beautiful, beautiful woman, but then most of the teeth are gone. Those empty shop windows, they will be like somebody has punched out the teeth of our city. And I don't know which way you go, but my favorite is, if I can choose, same person with teeth or without teeth, I would definitely say that the person who has teeth in their mouth is sort of a bit better looking. That's my honest opinion, okay? If you have something different, let me know. Okay, so, like I say, empty shops created by Amazon will be a gaping holes like there is some teeth missing. Okay? This is how the city will look. And I think that that is a horrible, horrible thing. And the many, many people with who it will go down to, they will lose their jobs. And also, a lot of times, those people are the most vulnerable. It will be very hard for them to find a job. Those are often small family businesses which provide not just for themselves, but also for the entire family, and sometimes even for older relatives, because many of those shops are run by migrant people who simply can't get other jobs. Okay, now that was about the city. And if you put together all these things, gender equality, which Amazon is clearly destroying, if you look at the labor union, so the social equality, good pay, possibility to have free, a lot of things like a breaks, because of labor union, we have large paid breaks in Sweden. In many countries, the problem has been that there is no way, they will not let you stay on a toilet break. People will sit down there for hours and not be able to go to the toilet. I think it's horrible. Okay? I think that is not right. That is not the Swedish way. So, Amazon, stay away. Okay? So, they're destroying equality between genders. They're destroying labor unions. They're destroying the look of Sweden. And they're taking livelihood for thousands, or not even tens of thousands of small shop owners. So everything what we have, basically they will be destroying the foundation of Swedish society. They will be destroying a lot of our culture. If you want to do that, like where people are okay, but in Sweden, no way. Stay away. And I will give you an example. When I was going to university, I worked in one of American chains. It was called 7-Eleven. And I can tell you that it was darn hard, It was really, really tough because I was working nighttime, often from shifts from 10 o'clock in the evening to 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I would study during the daytime. And after that, I would sleep for a few hours and then I would go back to work. So I was working nighttime, studying, and trying to survive in between. Anyway, the same problem. When 7-Eleven came in the shop where I work, there was no lock on the door. So I think like during several months, the hours when I was alone, and most of the hours during the night, I was all alone. I could not. I could not go to a toilet for entire shift, which would be from 10 in the evening to 7 in the morning. That's nuts. That is insane. That is crazy. That is terrible, horrible, When you really, really want to go to the toilet and you cannot do that. Because even aside from even aside from the fact that you couldn't go to the toilet, you could not leave shop alone, even when you were working in the shop. When I was working, other people were working. There were sometimes that they tried to rob our place. There were sometimes when they tried to do other things uh, to the shop, even when the personnel was in there. But of course, if I would be gone from there, since there was no lock on purpose, they did not put a lock in there so that you could not try to go to the toilet. Yeah, you think, yeah, okay, yeah, one day, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can do it one day, 2 days, but imagine if it's a week upon week or month after month that you are doing a stretch of some 9 hours, and you can't go to the toilet. That is exactly, that is exactly what Amazon is known for. That people don't get toilet breaks. That has been a problem in multiple places. And I think that is horrible. I don't think that anybody in Sweden deserves to be treated like that, okay? It took long time anyway to persuade 7-Eleven that now there should be like a lot of places now have their doors locked, and you just have a small window that you open during the night time, so you can lock that window and then you can go away to a toilet as a personnel, or they have two people on the shift. There has been some changes to that, okay? But it took us years and years to achieve that, okay? And now we are about to have another American company to enter our country. And everybody anyway knows that they will be like, if I give you a hammer, everything that you will see will be a nail. You know that saying? That is exactly the same thing. Amazon sees itself as a hammer, and it punches down everywhere. It slams on the people, just on regular workers, It is trying to use this American style. It tries to, squeeze out of people all it can, their health, their mental health, their social civility against each other, their even decency. I have heard several times from like state sources which have been reporting that there are some people who work at Amazon, and they had to piss in a bottle. Okay, they had to piss in a bottle because Amazon would not allow them to go on a toilet break. And I have been in a place like that for several years. And that is something that I don't wish to anybody, okay? And I very much hope that this will never again happen in Sweden. So, Amazon, stay away. Okay, that's all I had for today. And have a wonderful evening. And let's keep our fingers crossed that Amazon never comes to these shores. All right? Okay, people, live a happy life ever after.